Hey, I'm Nada. I'm a former competitive tank player, a tournament admin and organizer, and Masters ranked player. I've been playing Paladins for about 5 years, and I'm hoping to make some educational tank guides to share some of the stuff that I've learned. Because there's no competitive scene for the game anymore, there's no real reason to hide any strats or spots. So this video will have quite a few Ruckus spots that I've found that can help you out in your play. So, what is Ruckus and why do you pick him? So Ruckus is a highly mobile off-tank whose existence is a perpetual threat to the enemy's backline. Because he can at any point during the game close the gap and just be right on top of a squishy, he's often a priority target to the enemy team. He does have a lot of value, but he is fairly difficult to use, especially against good players that will be aware of you. Ruckus spends about 90% of the game diving and trading. Diving is when you hard commit to a fight to a point where either you will die or they will die, and trading is when you get a kill for your own life. So for this reason, Cauterize and Macerating are your core items. Cauterize to get that pick, and then Macerating to get back into the fight before whoever you traded with gets back into it. So let's talk about Ruckus loadouts. A lot of people like Dash DR and Health, as you can see in this loadout here on screen. This loadout is bad. This loadout is insane. Health 5 is incredible on Ruckus. Also, Opulence is kind of broken. It procs on both missiles, and it procs on shields and deployables. So if you press the button and you hit a barrack, a turret, and a shield all in that AoE, you're going to be getting that card effect 6 times. Because you're hitting 3 things with 2 missiles each. So, what is Ruckus good into? Supports like Io, Ying, Corvus, Genos. What do these all have in common? They're squishy. Backlines without a lot of mobility, because you can burst them down before they can burst you down. Like, you'll eat up a Cassie, a Victor, a Strix, or a Leon. If the Leon is Imminence, if she's Alacrity, you'll have a little bit more of a difficult time. What is Ruckus bad into? Double support. I'm making a video on this. Nothing dies because you can't burst anything down. They have their own self-sustain, and they're getting healed by another support at the same time. So instead of getting a kill and dying and having that value trade, you kind of just die. Supports with mobility / CC, either they just leave, they just leave for free, or they duel you until their DPS wins the fight for them, like a Furia or a Damba. So I'm not going to be going super in-depth about like drafting and specific matchups. This isn't really intended to be a Ruckus tutorial. It's more of just highlighting some of the interesting interactions you can pull off with his mobility that a lot of players aren't aware of. If champion tutorials are something that you would be interested in, let me know which champs you'd like to see in the comments, preferably tanks. Those are what I'm best at. And while you're down there, like and subscribe to come back and see more. So I'm going to start off in the shooting range to show off some general tech here. So Paladins has wall jumps, you jump next to a wall, you go higher. That's really cool, that's handy. Everyone likes jumping higher. Jumping before a dash on Ruckus gives you a little bit more momentum, lets you go a little bit further. As you can see there, you know, I went a little behind the 200 mark, I jump and I dash. Ooh, I'm at this thing, which I actually don't know how many that is. But if I go back and I line myself up just right, and then I do a wall jump, if I can do it right, come on past me, you can do it, I believe in you. Wall jump, go a little bit further. That's cool, mobility, yay. I'm going to start off with some just basic spots. This is a nice little spot on Split Zone. You can get over on the push and go to the enemy's backline. It also is really handy to go for back caps in, as you can see in this clip right here from my Twitch streams at twitch.tv/nada_llama. Which I will talk over real quick because I don't want to get copyright claimed. I like to keep my channel. But yeah, people like to shove up to that high ground to defend. So if you can sneak up behind, nice. This is a good one on Serpent. Serpent, really important to control the high ground on this map. This is just handy to cross the map over here on Split Zone. You can make that with one dash. This is just a nice one on Timber because, you know, this is a fun map to push on. Everyone loves the Timber mill push. It's very enjoyable. Here's a little known one on Ascension. Most people know of this in some capacity, but you can get over the wall there. And then you can also come over here to only these windows, by the way. None of the rest of the windows work. Sit in the window. Now, once you start getting a little bit more comfortable, start figuring these jumps out, you can chain some dashes together into some more like advanced dashes. Also, this is a fun spot. You can sit in this tree. Why do you want to? I don't know. But you can. You can see out of it. You can be seen. Your outline is visible, as you will see here with the Eevee. The outline is visible, and you can shoot through it and be shot through it. It's just a fun spot. You can go just like... You can maybe get past... if you're on defense, you can get into the back line that way. Or if you're pushing and you don't really want to use dashes, so you're going to come out of nowhere, you can go to their spawn with that. This is a fun one. I don't really know when you'd want to use this, but you can go around the entire map on Ascension. So yeah, you're starting to get more comfortable. You're starting to like get the feel of Ruckus. You're getting getting used to that momentum carry. So you're going like, okay, well there's some really cool spots I can make it to. I can go and get the drop on people. DPS players like to sit here, and you can say, hey, no, you don't get to sit here anymore. This is also fun. Now, something you can do with Ruckus is you can pop his ultimate in midair. Now, there's a lockout on Ruckus, or a wind-up, rather. But if you are falling through the air during that wind-up, well, that kind of gets rid of a lot of their time to run away. So it's pretty handy to go, what if I happen to just airdrop a very angry goblin into their backline? A lot of cool spots on Bright Marsh you can do this on, as you'll see here. I'm very excited for this map to be back in Ranked. The rest of the Ranked rotation kind of sucks, but hey, we got Bright Marsh at least. As Fish shoots me in the back quite a lot. But yeah, suddenly, Goblin in your backline. What do you do? This is the most consistent of these ults. If you line yourself up with that center plank right there, you go 2 up, and then 1 over, you will land on that wall every time. The rest are like a little bit iffy. You gotta practice them yourself a little bit more, but that one is the easiest to pick up. Just line up with that that wall right there. Now, Ruckus has a cool thing, or everything does, but a lot of roos in this game don't like you sitting on them. They just shove you off of it. But sometimes, if you line it up just right, they'll shove you sideways instead. And this is a tech that's known as skating. Skating is super handy for Ruckus, because while you're skating along that rooftop, you can pop your ultimate and do stuff like this, which is terrifying. So there you have it. Hopefully you haven't seen some of these before, and you can get some more value out of Ruckus in your games. I'd also like to point out that a FluxGen playstyle is 100% viable and very, very strong into its good matchups. And if you'd like to see a video detailing that, you can join my Discord from the link in the description and let me know. Also, I stream nightly at 8 p.m. Eastern Time at twitch.tv/nada_llama. Hope to see you there. Peace.